We are live, we are live, we are live. It is Talk with Tiffany. Here we are. I decided to go live really quickly to talk about the ability to control our emotions. I made a few little notes here and understanding how the emotional regulation that we choose to consciously allow in our lives will alter the rest of our days. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The ability to emotionally regulate our feelings from the morning time to the evening time, day in and day out. Hello, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you from Dusseldorf, Germany. Thank you from all over the world. I appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, here we are, Talk with Tiffany. And this time I'm not in my car. Surprise, surprise. It's been a while. I have moved and getting everything in order and taking the time to actually fulfill all that I am called to do in my life. I don't know if you guys watched my IGTV yesterday. I appreciate that so much. Yesterday I had a great experience when I was in downtown Stockton handling some personal affairs, and I crossed paths with an ex-Marine, current homeless man living on the streets. If you tune into the IGTV, you can see little parts of it. We didn't capture all of it, but we definitely have some of it on there. I think you guys go ahead and leave a comment or two if you have any questions about yesterday's event. But back to the topic at hand in regards to emotional regulation and understanding the process of influencing the way our emotions are handled, and how that can literally alter your day from the moment you get out of bed. I don't know if the first thing you do when you get out of bed is I was gonna grab my cell phone, but my cell phone's right here, is grab your cell phone, and then it's like allowing all of that toxicity from whatever it might be to pour onto you. It's like, an example would be if, that's like the gatekeeper, right? It's like allowing someone that's at your front door, just to be ringing the doorbell, knock, 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 ringing the doorbell. It's in that same concept. If you are allowing a ton of people to come over to your house and at your front door, knocking, banging, ringing the doorbell, that is going to make your day start off so incredibly stressful. And that goes the same. If the first thing you do in the morning is check your cell phone, that's kind of that same concept. You're allowing all of that to pour onto you, especially if you're using your cell phone, like many of us do nowadays for business, because that's the way the life, industry and things like that is. Our cell phone is our computer. It is our business. It's our point of contact for everything across the board. So first we have to have control over that, and maybe first starting off the day with exercise, meditation, and investing in ourself first and foremost, and not allowing the people that I also call energy vampires to suck and drain the life out of you via your electronics, right? So if you can, as a whole, avoid the situation as much as possible. So if you are constantly feeling like you're getting pulled in tons of different directions, take time to make an organized list of your tasks at hand that you have to do. And if you can't avoid the situation, what you can do is modify, right? You can modify the situation to a certain degree, because obviously we have to use our cell phones for business. Obviously we have to be able to do that, but controlling that, right? How many of you actually control that? I turn my phone on silent after a certain time, or I turn it off, because that is me controlling the time that I allow myself for my life coaching clients, or whatever it might be in my career choice. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. So how many of you take the time to do that and just like, oh, hey, no, done. It really help. It really will help you in multiple areas of your life. It's so important that you have you time to create. It's so important that you are taking time for you and your family and your friends to really invest in you and your creativity. God has given us so many abilities in this world, and make certain that we are giving back in multiple ways, but also giving back with our creativity. We're not here just to live a mundane life, right? How many of you actually spend time every single day creating? I understand that I can get super duper uber frustrated if I'm not creating. Sometimes for me, creating is going to the gym. And when I'm in the gym, I'm not following some strict routine. I'm creating as I'm going along. That is allowing me to express myself physically, because emotions can get stagnant and stuck. And if you don't do something to get those emotions moving, that's what happens. It becomes stagnant. And ultimately, it can become a war within. How many of you read the book, The Art of War, or The War of Art? How many of you read that book? Have you read it? Well, it's a really amazing book. It's basically on the war of procrastination, and really following our truest calling and potential and purpose. We all have to make a living, so sometimes we might do what we have to do just to get a paycheck, and that can be really draining and depleting, right? Because it's not really allowing you to express your fullest creativity and your fullest potential. So if you haven't read The Art of War or the Book of Art, oh, Grace, yeah, it's a great book. And it really talks about the ability to follow and stop procrastinating your creative purpose in life. Okay, so that was 1, avoid; 2, modify; and then 3 is shifting your focus. Shifting your focus onto something else. If I were to focus every single day on, I just read a comment about someone asking me to stand up. Obviously, that's a very, how would you say, I guess a rude comment in them attempting to make a joke of some sort, which in some situations that might be funny. But right now, I'm going to shift my focus and not read something where someone is trying to be cruel. If they're doing it intentionally or unintentionally, I don't know. But the ability to shift your focus on not the things that you lack, because let's be realistic, with having a spinal cord injury, the practicality of me jumping up and standing right at this very moment is quite slim. So what we do is shift our focus onto the things that we do have, and the gifts that we do have, and the ability that I do have. And I have the ability to share with you some positivity and some encouragement and enthusiasm, and hopefully a little bit of knowledge that I have learned along the way on my journey through, obviously, post-traumatic stress, survivor guilt. There's many things that I have experienced that have made me the woman I am today. And we have to trust that there is always going to be a time that's going to allow us to be seasoned, right? To get where we are today. It doesn't just happen overnight. It literally took me a few years after the car wreck and having survivor guilt and post-traumatic stress and all those things, how I could reach my fullest potential to help others see their fullest potential, because it's not about me. It's really about how I can also help others see and reach their fullest potential. We all have days where, like, man, we can become creatively stifled or agitated because we aren't investing in our fullest potential. But yeah, shifting our focus, okay? So going back to the things that you can do, you can literally every single day smile at another person. And that can literally simply change the day, and that can help uplift, right? So that's why I do my talks with Tiphany. Am I getting compensated for this financially? No. But spiritually, I feel that I am getting so rewarded because it's allowing others like yourself to feel good and enjoy today and really count your blessings instead of your stressings. And it helps me. So even though I'm not getting a paycheck for this, it's helping me deposit in other people's lives and hopefully helping you go after what you're meant and called for, pushing you into your purpose. So number 4, okay, we're not going to, we shift the focus. So we're not going to focus on the fact that I can't go for a hot run right now, or, I can't just start doing jumping jacks. I mean, I can do these jumping jacks, right? These are my version of jumping jacks. I can't do handstands without falling, but I can do so many other things. And so that's what I focus on. I focus on the things I can, and you can do the very same thing. So number 4, changing your thoughts, right? So changing your thoughts may not change the situation. By me changing my thoughts, thinking of, wow, I can at least lift weights, I can do dumbbells, I can hug another person and give them love. Like the homeless man yesterday, I felt so good to be able to embrace him in a hug, because that is one language that we all speak, and that's the language of love, that communication we have. We have the ability to speak life, speak love, speak hope. So that was a really awesome thing, yesterday when I changed my thought, because I did have a disgruntled look. I might have had not the amazing thought process at that very moment. And that guy, the homeless man, saw it. Cunningham was his last name. And he had the ability to shift my energy by simply spreading love and joy, which I hope I'm doing that with you guys, because I love you all so much and I appreciate you. So yeah, changing your thoughts may not change the situation, but you can use it to change the influence around you, because you're also having an influence around other people. And your energy shift can also shift the energy of others, right? If someone cuts you off in traffic, that energy is going to be what? You're going to be like, oh, it might be agitated, instead of thinking, wow, that person might be going through something really, really hard or stressful today, and just let it go. Instead of like going through some horn attack to another car, you would just, brush it off and let it go and move forward in your life. So there you go. That's the emotional regulation in our processes, and how we can really take time to evaluate that. From the moment we get up in the morning, wake up and say, I am accepting all blessings and miracles in my life. I am grateful for today. I am going to reach my fullest potential and excel in all of my creative abilities, right? Can you say that with me? I am going to excel in my life and reach my fullest potential in all of my creative abilities, because the imagination is unlimited, and you just have to invest the time, set it aside, that you get the opportunity to create. Someone asked me yesterday also, how do you become a speaker, motivational? Just do it. I don't care where you are. In the grocery store, I literally take time to hear people's story, because they take the time and they feel trusting enough to open up to me. Literally strangers. That's what had me start doing life coaching, because people feel this, I don't know what it is, to trust in me with their heart and soul. And what I can do is listen, because we all deserve what? We all deserve to be heard. We all deserve to feel loved, because you are so worthy of love. You are worthy. Don't be worried, number 1. You are worthy of the very best. So do not be worried that you are not deserving of that, because you are deserving of the utmost high love. And here it is from me to you. If you, like there he's saying, he does it at the stores and gyms, giving somebody the opportunity to be seen and heard can literally alter the course of their life. So I want you to know that I am seeing all of you. I'm hearing or reading all of your comments. And I'm grateful for you. And don't think a day goes by where I don't feel gratitude for you guys. But we're all living life and doing the best we can with the life that and the cards that we've been dealt with, right? So I thank you for tuning in on my IGTV, Talk with Tiphany. I appreciate you guys. And I hope and pray that your day is blessed, greater, and bigger than you could ever even imagine. Remember, you might not be able to change the situation, or the circumstance, but change your thinking and modify the situation by your thinking to a certain degree. If you can, take control of your thoughts, take control of your mind, and what? You'll be able to take control of the cause and the effect and how you're reacting to people. And if you're feeling down and out, get moving, right? Get moving to the best of your ability, right? Get moving to the best of your ability, because if you getting moving, like even just doing the littlest that you can, no matter what level of injury that you might have, get moving, because that will turn stagnant. It's just like a pond that the water is not flowing out. Like a river, it's flowing, it's rushing, it's cleansing, okay? If you have a pond, it's going to become stagnant, moss, mold, and all that is going to grow, okay? If you want to feel refreshed and renewed, get moving. That's my tip with Tiff for the day. I thank you so much for tuning in. And that's it. It's a wrap.